Perfect. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Node.js TSC meeting of the 13th of July 2022. Let's start with the usual agenda. And are there any announcements? No, doesn't seem so. So let's move forward with the first item of the on the repository. The first on Node.js/Node, which is issue 43520, move stream development out of Node, out of core. Oh yeah, the security release reached. Thank you. Announcements. Yes, security release were out last week. Were released last week. Okay, I put them on the agenda, so it's at least it's there. Great. Node.js.1. Yeah, if you could reach that, would be amazing, so that I can focus on running this. Cool. Okay, so it's first issue is move stream development out of core, issue 43520. Is there Robert here? I would move it back to GitHub. Otherwise, we could. I'm not super positive of this myself, so I'm not going to advocate for it either. So it's. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. Yeah, let's move it back to GitHub, I would say. And, let me write something up. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, move back from GitHub. Yeah. Okay, so the next issue. Next issue is the proposal Node.js vendor namespace, issue 43413. What was proposed by James Nell, which is not on the call, and it was added by James to the TSC meeting. I don't know exactly what is the question here, but let's maybe it's just awareness. So I don't see any specific question. Are there any concern that somebody wants to state about this topic?
I think the only thing I'd say is there have been things raised in the issue and being discussed in the issue, and they've been acknowledged as yes, we should consider it, or we should have a high barrier for including something. But until that's kind of, I guess, crystallized into some actual real examples of what might be included, what might not be included, and what is that bar, other than saying it's high, it's a little bit difficult to, because I think there has been a lot of, there have been valid concerns expressed about putting something into Node and then including something into Node and then having to deal with either maintaining it or updating it, or all sorts of things that happen when we bundle something into our binaries, and it's all theoretical at the moment. It's just an idea, and it's not really a concrete proposal in terms of, you know, what's actually going to, what would be the next thing that happens on that. Yeah, and Beth,
I don't know.
raised,
To be honest, I don't know what's the next step. I don't know if, like from my point of view, the discussion is happening on GitHub. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's on GitHub, so I don't think it's. I think it's fine. Like I don't see a big. I don't think there are problems and things that we need to talk about at this point. I don't know.
Well, I think it's much more of like a project management decision than it is a technical one. Like it's sort of like, do we want to be responsible for this, and how can we manage this if we go forward with this? So I assume that's why he wanted the TSC to be aware. And yeah, there's a lot of questions about like major version bumps and how long we support something, and do we then become responsible for the things that get included, and you know, like the questions are all along that nature than technical. I mean, there are some technical questions about like, if we include something and it's an ESM package, then does it become available to Node.js, and if so, how? So there are some technical questions to figure out too. But in my mind, it's much more project management, and I assume he wants some signal from us about like how we feel about those questions, but maybe we could do that over GitHub.
Yeah, I kind of agree on that topic. Bethany also was saying in the chat that there were like questions about backporting and security issues, and that the most I think is probably the most important one that we need to it. Yeah, it's a yeah. So again, as Rich said, I don't think the conversation needs to happen here. I tend to agree. So I am. I'm writing something on the message. We talked about this in today's TSC. TSC meeting. We are keeping the conversation is happening here on GitHub. Just let us know if there is a specific question for the TSC.
Yeah, I don't see any specific question that needs to be discussed in the TSC on this. Or if the ask is the TSC assistance to shape up the proposal, even that is also not clear in there. On the other hand, the discussion is happening in the GitHub, so it's better left there at the moment.
Yeah, remove the agenda. We'll talk a little bit again after the fact. Cool. Okay. This one is covered. Okay. Now, these are the next one is issue 43382, which is the consider explicit string formatting module, which it's more or less it's partially related to the previous one, which it's probably a more heated discussion, and I added the TSC agenda issue mostly for awareness. So I am again, the discussion is happening on GitHub, and I don't know if there is anything to be done in this group, by this group right now. Yeah, Okay, yeah, let's keep it on the agenda. Yeah, well, Rich is mentioning that it's an important one for TSC folks to follow. It's an high-stake issues politically. And yeah, please subscribe. That's what it is. Right now, it's I don't know if we could conclude it in a way. I don't see what will be the conclusion. I don't know if anybody has any opinion about it.
I feel like there's so many like different parts of it, like opinion about chalk or about making a new built-in namespace or like what, or maybe just all of this is getting hashed out in GitHub and there's nothing much for us to do here. But
I would say like the fundamental question here is there are a few interesting points raised in this one. One is we have a lot of string formatting behavior in core, in that it's probably starts to become a little bit convoluted. Okay, and on that I agree with Ruben. But yeah, the other questions are related to ESM and other tangential discussion of that's getting very heated. So anyway, I would move it back to GitHub and recommend that everybody in the TSC watch this discussion. Sorry, but okay, that you're asking.
I think she's quoting from the issue.
Yeah.
There was an ask from Benjamin. That was around considering the impact on module owners and the ecosystem, like sponsorships and things like that. And there was a suggestion that like the TSC that should be on mind for the TSC, and I think that's separate from the like technical resolution of this issue itself. Someone has asked that we consider the impact of sponsorship and things on these decisions.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, it's a valid one. I would yeah. Let's ask maybe Benjamin to open an issue.
Yep.
I mean, we could take the position, at least at first, that like we wouldn't move anything into core unless like the authors wanted it to be there. That would follow the pattern of like Undici.
It doesn't mean, well, Undici got the same had the discussion, Jeffrey. Like people were at us for adding fetch to core. So
right, but
to be clear,
I'm sure that the Undici authors weren't opposed, right?
Yeah, but there was. Okay, sorry, go ahead, Bethany.
It impacts the other module authors of similar modules, and there's also concern to consider those. Like just us picking winners out of these modules might have impact to actual sponsorships of the other modules.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, it's not easy. To some extent, it's not easy. I would say that it's subsuming some functionality that's present in the ecosystem means that we really, we're in no rush yet. Yeah, okay. Let's, as I say, let's move it back to GitHub. I don't think there is anything that we need to talk about this today. So it's still moving, so I don't think it's still good at the discussion. I'm going to post a message there If we agree, I would say it would be beneficial if the ESM migration plan was discussed in a separate issue, and we bring back the original topic. And we bring separate issue and in the original topic. Okay. Yeah, cool. And oh yeah, let me do this. And Benjamin, could you open separate issue? Discuss the impact for decisions on the community sponsors. Individual sponsors. Cool. Okay. Perfect. That's it. Then add color text method. I think we closed this. So, well, no, it's open. Okay. Yeah, back to GitHub. I don't think the add color text method, we are absolutely ready to discuss this. I am. I'm dropping it from the TSC. TSC agenda until.
I think when that one was added to the agenda, that was a lot. That was before a lot of the discussion about chalk.
Yeah.
Which I think like revealed just how incredibly complicated this is if you do it right. So it's probably out of our scope at this point.
Yeah, I would say until it is resolved. And I am putting in a blocked discussion. Okay, that's done. Then we have another issue on the Node.js TSC, which is the OpenJS Cross Project Council nomination for Node.js. There is a proposal to reappoint the previous year members, which were Giuseppe and Rich Trott, and I would second that motion. However, we don't have quorum to make that decision today. So I think there's no question, and I'm going to add something on the issue that Rich has opened, saying that we are let's leave it open for another week to see if anybody objects. To reconfirm Rich and Jen. Okay. Cool. This one is covered, and next one is on Node.js internationalization issue 612 I18N. That's the repo. Okay, and this is one that every single time, periodically, this gets this has been around for all TSC meetings, so we probably want to come to a little bit of a better conclusion. This is being kicked back because we don't know what to do. And we're not making any decisions about kicking off again the internationalization effort of Node.js. I am. I don't know. It's what's the. Yeah. Well. I would propose that we agree that right now there is I would propose that we shut it down, but that's my point of view. I don't think we have the resources or people are interested in doing this, but that's my 2 cents. I am going to write something down in that sense after the call. That's it, really. Okay. Yeah. So this is kind of over for today. We have a little bit of spot for strategic initiatives. I don't think there is. Is there anybody that wants to has any progress on any of the strategic initiatives to do it? To mention, I don't think so, but maybe if there's somebody, just speak. Cool. No, there is nothing. Please remember that the upcoming meetings are available in the Node.js project calendar, and you can find it at https://nodejs.org/calendar, and you can just add it to your own Google Calendar and follow up on our meetings. Having said that, I think that's all for today. If you all can stay on for a second, there is a little bit of security stuff that we probably need to talk about. So please, folks, and if Beth, you can